I think the simplest way to explain it is that when you are on the web anywhere, you can see which of your Facebook connections have also been there, and that may give you, some additional information. It may give you additional motivation to do something, to make a decision, to read an article, or to buy a product that you might have otherwise passed by. It's like there is no analog. I mean, it really is something new. It stems from the fact that Facebook has become a universal login, and everybody's always logged into Facebook, and there are so many amazing things you can enable just by the fact that your browser is already logged into Facebook.
Well, first of all, I already have. So,
oh, you already have?
Yeah.
Okay, what worked? What worked?
I mean, what was awesome is my mom's not a techie, anything like that, so, she, about a year ago or whatever, got into, she got herself a Facebook profile, didn't quite figure out why she needed one kind of thing, and within a year, she can't get off of it. She's building her Zynga farm, and she's sending me, messages, and, posting baby pictures, and, I'm like, wow, stop. She's gotten mad with it. But I mean, she uses she goes to websites that she likes, and everybody's integrating Facebook Connect, and she's sort of really gotten used to, that the ability not to have to have separate logins. I mean, for her, it's actually she gets a benefit right off the bat. It doesn't freak her out that she's going to a website and it might know who she is. I think she looks at it, like you do and like I do. It's a great benefit.
Yeah.
The one thing that I think, I mean, at least with my mom, is that she had to go into every single website and have a different username and password. She's like, I'm never going to remember all these, and then I would ball her out if she was using the same one over and over. It's not really good. So I mean, she likes the benefits, and what they announced today is that they're pretty much going to make that easier than it was before. They've always had Facebook Connect, more fluid. And it'll just be easier. So I mean, if your mom's like my mom, she's just going to dig it.
It's a little hard to explain always, but the best analogy I have is if you go to CNN.com, you may see an ad at the top of the page that's from Procter & Gamble. But if you're registered on CNN and you're logged in and they're showing you personalized content and everything, that doesn't mean that Procter & Gamble knows anything about you just because you're seeing one of their ads on the page. The way that Facebook has architected what they're doing is very similar to that ad. So what they've basically done is they're letting CNN put something on that page where CNN is giving it a little bit of info about, hey, this is the page, this is what the page is about. But then there's no info coming back out of the thing from Facebook going to CNN. And so it's letting Facebook do all of the social stuff on your behalf without actually giving your user information to CNN directly. Now, there are some more advanced experiences that do require giving information to CNN, but the way Facebook has designed this, any of those experiences that require giving that information do cause a security dialog to come up from Facebook that makes it explicit that you're doing that, and it never just happens, without your knowledge.
I don't think it's going to be explainable. I think it's just going to be. I bet your mom is using a lot of things that she doesn't understand. She doesn't understand. The way it's going to work is that she's going to go to a site and then she's going to see faces, your face, in there as somebody who is also using that site, and so she will feel it more than she will know it.
Okay.
I don't think it's possible to understand it. All you can say is perhaps just if you go to a site and you see my picture in there, then you know that I'm using that site as well.
Okay.
And that's the best you can do, and then she will have to experience it.
Then her friends in the town, in the city, wherever she lives, if they also have Facebook account and they go read the CNN article, they're gonna see that, oh, she likes this article, or she doesn't, or she read about that article, she likes that article. So in a way that may be good, but then for some people it says, I don't want people know that I read, Republican or Democratic, article. So your mom, if she goes to CNN site, she will see her friend, your Aunt Sarah, somebody else who also like this.
So you're thinking that when she sees that, she's not going to freak out, or is she going to like?
Depending. Depending on the article, right? If I happen to like this is a very, about this big good cause of some Haiti, earthquake. And I know, all my friends in town, they also like this article. But if I happen to be reading something else that I haven't I may not want it. It's just like the gentleman said, Penthouse article. I don't want people to know that I'm reading a Penthouse. Right. So your option is that as a user, that whether you want to click this, I like this article, because that.
And if you don't click it, then it's not.
So, oh boy, explaining it to my mum. So I guess I would say that you know, online there's a way of recognizing who you are, and so Facebook is now tapping into that ability to recognize who you are, Mum, and they're using that so that when you come to this web page, they're going to give you a much better experience. So let's say you're going to a recipe website, and they know what kind of, they know you love Italian cooking because they know that from your Facebook profile, and by the way, your son's been on that site recently and you're thrilled to know that. So then you can go there, and this is great because now they can show you exactly those kind of recipes that you like, and other people in your friend network. So I would say my mum not, because I just don't think she's someone that cares. I'm thinking about my mum. Cares greatly about that kind of thing. Will it freak out some mums? Yeah, probably will. I think there's probably going to be quite a lot of education that's going to be needed, and quite a lot of explaining, and you know, maybe there are going to be some people that are just extremely uncomfortable with that idea. But my mum personally, she's okay. She'll just think it's normal.
All right, cool.
For me, Facebook provides the plumbing for the internet. So like, imagine if you go in a house and there's no plumbing. There's certain, if you live in a house, you need to have certain things for a good experience to live. And Facebook will provide that plumbing for websites. So if you go on a website, you will just have a much better user experience, much more targeted, much more personalized, much more social. So that's sort of how I would describe it to my mom.